All right, let's come your back. So, everything we've been doing is from the knees. Sometimes when you start out, it's inherent to just hang out on your knees. You don't really know if you stand up, what to do when you stand up, right? I'm in no man's land. Where do I grab? Do I walk in with both feet? He grabs both ankles, he sweeps you, right? So we don't really know. But I always try to teach what I have the hardest problem dealing with. And when I was, I think I got an inflated sense of how good my guard was when I was like a purple belt. No one could pass Sean's guard. And then I realized, well, that's because everyone hangs out on their knees. They just, if you try to sprint across this mat on your knees, you're not very fast. But if you run, you're going to make it. So I noticed the guys that stood to pass or even hung out here were much harder to deal with. I couldn't just swing up and shoot for arm bars or shoot for triangles or anything like that. So then when I started passing, I started standing and pass too, and I realized it's just a game changer, right? You can't hang out on your knees. You're not mobile enough. You're in their target range. You've really got to make them work here. So standing is what gets us in a position to really put it on this guy and make him work harder than he thought he was going to work. So just a few things. We're going to do some warm-up drills, but first thing we want to open our guard. Anytime someone's in an open guard here like this where their legs are open, I'm always going to approach here. This is important, right? This is the most important thing right here. Just like hips up, knees out, you lead with your knees and your hips. It's the same thing here. I never lead with my head. I never, you might come in here, but I've still got a good base. But I'm never here, right? Down. I'm never here, head down, hips up. I'm never here, head down, hips up. That puts you in target range, and especially because your knees aren't in the way, triangles and stuff like that. So what I want you guys to focus on is this imaginary spike that comes out of your kneecap, right? And you stab people with that. Just imagine just stabbing people with that. If that's the motion, if that's how you come in and start attacking an open guard, that's how you want to feel. You want to feel like, boom, I'm just jabbing that guy in his head. And when I come in, it's all the way in. I'm taking my strength against his strength. And I promise you, the guy with the more technical top passing game is always going to be the guy with the bottom, for the most part. So my strength against his strength. Don't, come with your A game to pass guard. What I mean by that is don't kind of halfway in, halfway out, I'm not sure. I want you guys to commit, boom. And this is our starting spot. Well, I'm so deep, he can grab, he can do whatever. If he grabs and plays De La Hiva here, which is something you guys will learn eventually, I'm just going to lean and make it harder for him to breathe. I'm not even my hands, right? I'm already pressuring his guard without even using my hands. It's all hips and weight. Okay, my hands are secondary. So it's harder for him to breathe. He's going to want to create space, and if he walks his shoulders back to breathe a little more, I'm just keeping that pressure. And I'm always staggered, one knee forward and one knee back, so he can't sweep me. If I bring both feet up and he can grab both, he's going to sweep me backwards, okay? So just keep in mind we're going to start here. Lower, squatted, changing our level, then our hands will come in. We're going to work on some drills first. So the first thing we're going to do is this. So put your knees down. We're just going to put our hands on the knees, okay? We want to work on being nimble. We're going to swing from side to side. So what I want is your heels to click in the middle. Boom. And that momentum carries you through to the other side. Here. So we do that for a minute. Then, the second minute, our inside hand, the hand closest to us, is going to go and punch the mat. You're going to swing around. That hand goes to the far knee. This hand goes to the mat. And we swing around this here. Boom. Boom. The last one, which is the most important one, is this. I'm going to move his knees out of the way. But when I move his knees out of the way, I don't step with my outside leg, because that gives him too much space to regard and to come back as I pass. Instead, again, leading with my hips and my shin and my knee, I'm going to move his knee and boom. My hips are forward. I'm blocking his hips so he can't turn into me. And then I'm here. Okay? Back with the same steps. So I move the knees to the side. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. Just working on staying on balance, okay? So, let's find a partner. And let's start the pass. All right, so it's definitely going to be more work what we're going to be doing here the next maybe month. Okay? So you're going to start on the side just like Sam is. And you're going to go side to side for a minute. Go ahead and practice really quick. Let's practice 3. All your weight through your arms. So your hips are light, your feet are light. Side side to side. Okay, now the near side hand is going to go to the mat. The hand, other one, Matt, the one's closest to you, and now swing around. And then switch, yes. Good. Now, hands on the knees. Now you're facing your partner. You're going to move the knees to the side. Inside leg, outside leg. 1, 2, then 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1.
I don't want to beat your feet up.
All right, guys, good. Here we go. So, 1 minute each. So you're going to get tired. That's the whole point. It is jiu-jitsu. I want to be light on my feet. I want to be nimble. I want to test, see how he reacts, and then be in a position to make maybe a different move or to complete that move. But I have to be light on my feet when I'm doing that, right? I'm not really, you know, I don't want to necessarily ever fully commit to anything until I make him make a mistake. So I'm going to come in and start pressuring his guard. But it might be something like I'm pressuring his guard, and I'm here, boom, boom. I'm getting him to, I want to feel that resistance, right? And that's all of jiu-jitsu. You want to feel what they're doing. I know it sounds crazy, but at some point, you guys, I know everyone's, you guys are white belts, but at some point, in a year and a half, you're going to roll with other white belts, and you're going to know what they want to do before they know. They're just going to, you can feel that, oh, he wants to do this. And he doesn't even know he's telling me, but you guys are going to start noticing that. Same thing here. When I'm pressuring his guard, I feel when he's starting to resist and fight back, right? And I'm going to start playing off those. I'm not necessarily trying to beat him. I'm just trying to feel what he's doing, read it, and then react based on what he's doing. So everything I do is predicated. It starts off with just this, again, that spike here. My hips and my knees are forward, not here. Again, my hands are secondary. I want your foot deep. If your foot's back here and then you're leaning, you're off balance. Okay? I want your foot as deep as you can get it. Then I want the knee pressure. Now, the second point with this lead leg is I want to point my toes out here, okay? Because I actually want to apply pressure towards the outside. And the reason being is when guys start playing guard and you guys will start doing a suit, they're going to play this De La Hiva hook here, this hook right here, okay? And then guys are like, well, how do I get rid of it? How do I get rid of it? Just never let him set it in the first place, right? So if he happens to get it right here, because he can start turning me around with this thing. When he gets better with his De La Hiva, he'll show you. So look, when they're like this, what I want to do is I want to squat and change my level, okay? I want to get that off and come here. We want to get to a position, we call it the catcher's position. If you ever, you know, baseball catcher in that position, that's where I want you guys to get, okay? We want to get to a point where we're here, passing guard. We can stay here all day on balance. It's going to put this guy in an awkward position, and we're going to have multiple options to pass. So we're coming in. I'm here. If he looks to play De La Hiva, I want to angle my toes out, and now, look, my knee is pointed to the outside. So my knee is pointed to the outside, it kills that hook, okay? Now my hands are going to come in secondary. I'm just going to control the knees. I want you to grab the inside. If you grab too high here, he's got too much movement in his knee to make these grips as effective as they need to be. I want to control his legs and his hips, and I can do that best on the inside of his knees here. And again, this hand is favoring to the mat. I want to make him make a commitment with his hips, right? If I let him stay neutral up and down, he can play either side. I want to pass this side. I want to make his hips go that way. I'm going to pass my left, make his hips go right. So I'm here, stiff arming his arm down. But not like all the way to the mat and all my weight down where I'm off balance. Just enough, just to stiff arm it. Because here's the game right here, this leg. So I'm here pressuring, my hips are forward, my hands come in secondary. Now, I'm controlling his hips away. I'm gonna come back for the foot, step back a little, not here, where he can get his foot all the way through. Just a little, I wanna go here. As soon as I'm here, I'm holding his knee, grabbing his lapel, my elbow on the inside and pulling it in. And now I'm in my catcher's position right here. Or here, doesn't matter. Okay, I prefer here because I can, if I have to, look, I can control his hips and still make him face away with this grip. He can't turn into me because I'm making his knee look the opposite direction. And now I'm ready to go here. Okay, so we're gonna work on getting in this position. So we're gonna come in, I'm gonna apply pressure with my knee toes and knee pointed slightly to the outside, okay? Hips forward. My hands are gonna come in secondary here. I'm going to stiff arm to the ground, and I'm going to look to dominate this leg. Once I can straddle it and sit down, I'm here, my elbow tight. Work on your balance. Have this guy like try to sweep you backwards. Use this to control here. If I have to take both, I will. But the reason for being here is I want to apply pressure. I want to push his knees tight. It's hard for him to get a full breath in. He's tired. He's on his back, but I'm pressuring right here. Very little effort for me. It's going to be he tries to get escape to create more space. Can't do it. And I'm going to start playing offense. Boom, I'm going to start passing with his, when he's trying to get out of there. He's going to give me the pass, okay? So, let's go ahead and partner up and let's work on starting to attack the guard, starting to apply pressure to the guard. So one guy on your back, legs up. Okay, so if you're on top, I don't care which leg you lead with. I just want you to pick a side and lead with it, okay? And I want you to apply solid pressure with your front shin, with your toes and knees pointed to the outside. Good posture, okay? Now, if you feel like you're applying pressure fairly well with your shin and your knee, now I want your hands to come in. I want you to change your level, not necessarily bend at the hip. Change your level. Control the inside knee. For now, Jeff, control the inside of his knees. On both sides there. And more concerned with your right stiff arm. I want you to kind of stiff arm his knee towards the mat, not all the way, but just towards, and it makes him harder to keep that hook in. Now, when you feel like you're solid there, like he can try to back you up and you can play this game here, okay? When you feel like you're solid, left hand's gonna go to his ankle, and you're gonna try to push it, step over it, and straddle. Immediately squat. Now your right hand goes to the collar. Try to keep your elbow on the outside of the knee, still applying pressure to his leg. Other collar to him. There. And now, with left hand, you're cupping his knee. Right there. So that's your catcher's position. So cup it, guys, because you're going to actually use that grip to throw it behind you. So you should be able to feel right here, bottom guy. Give him pressure. They should be able to start riding it out. If you have to, bail out on your left hand and grab both lapels. But I want you to get to a point where, man, you're squeezing them. Bottom guys should feel like they're compact. It's hard for them to move down there, right? They can't really get anything going. Okay, let's do it again. So just work on getting in and out to that position. Have the bottom guy try to throw you off balance. So I want you guys to work on your balance right there in that spot. Your feet don't have to be too far forward. They can be back here. Should be nice and easy what I'm doing. I'm just riding right here, okay? Now, from here I'm going to attack. I have 3 attacks. I'm going to show the first one, which we're going to practice, and then the other 2. First off, I'm just applying pressure. Look, I'm riding him. You should be able to just do this, test and retest. When I push, he's going to want to push back. When I push again, he's going to want to push back. And when he does, pop my hips up, I guide his knee behind me, and now same thing. I'm not leading with my head, I'm leading with my hips to my knees. Boom, right here. I want you to throw your hips forward, and now I'm trying to work towards mouth, okay? So I'm getting this guy into a spot where he's uncomfortable, he feels like he needs to react, and then I'm reacting to his action. So I'm pushing, he fights back, boom, boom. I raise my hips just enough to clear his knee, okay? I'm not doing this. It's just enough. I push, boom, hips forward, okay? That's option 1. Option 2, if I can get his leg across here, across the middle line, we'll work on this Wednesday and Friday, here, then I can smash here, and I can start working towards mount or side control towards the back. And then the last one is knee slice, boom, which is why we learn. So if you can get in this position, I can almost guarantee you're going to pass, if you're good here, okay? This is all I do to pass. So we're going to be here. We're going to ride. I want you guys to be very relaxed. When you push against this guy with your chest and he pushes back, up, knees forward, mount.
So when they're there, coach, should we get them to commit to a hip again? Because I felt like once I got him to commit to his side, like his core went away. But like if I let him,
I honestly wouldn't worry about that too much.
okay.
If I had one pass, like a knee slice pass, that and pull your knees up. If I had like a knee slice pass, you know, I might apply pressure here to kill his hips. But maybe if my knee slice pass is good, I want to let him come this way, so I might be loose with it. And then when he hips escapes, he's giving me the entry on my knee slice. So, you know, we have an option for no matter what they do from this position. So
Yeah.
they mount, if they don't do anything, if they're trying to sweep you back, if they turn to their right, your left, knee slice, and if they turn the opposite direction, we go smash pass.
Okay.
So it's kind of like for the knees, we don't want to commit, we have double unders, we have over unders, we have one knee up, one knee down, we have knee slice, right? We want to see what they do first. Same thing here. So guys, all we're going to do is enter, pressure, he pressures back, up, slide your knees through. Important detail, your hands, I want them under both arms immediately. Crawl this foot out, keep his arm. If his arm is here, he can push your knee in a half guard, either side, right? Like this side can push you in a half guard if I'm trying to go to mount. Boom. Okay, so I want you under both arms when you go to mount. Okay, let's do it.